on Facebook. Again, Nigeria Info 92.3 PH is the handle. On YouTube, Nigeria Info PH. You can download the Nigeria Info FM app from your Play Store if you are using an Android phone, or from the iOS Store if you are using an iPhone. All right. That said and out of the way, we'll look at some of your comments on Facebook. That's where we start this morning. Don't forget, if you can't get through to us using the phone lines, then please, there are many other methods or ways in which you can get through to us. Stephen Igbiki says President Ramaphosa of South Africa and President Donald Trump on genocide. It's quite funny that the President of South Africa is not aware of his surroundings. Trump helping his to evaluate the country. Kelly Agbana says President Tinubu said there was no governance at the time in Rivers State. Okay, are the three arms of government not constituted? Is the three arms of government that constitute a running government? Raymond says Governor Sim asked to render public apologies, indeed a way to ridicule the office of the governor. I don't know when. That was really fast. I don't know when Chidi Lloyd became spokesman of the FCT minister. Kelly, okay, we took that already. Stephen Igbiki says, okay, we had took that already as well. The meeting held with cattle owners and stakeholders in the chair won't change the headers from their actions. The views of Zulum is absolutely correct. Clever Sonny says those conditions given to the governor for the sake of peace by Mr. Chidi Lloyd is an insult to Rivers people. Christian Williams says the issue of open grazing in the chair should be seriously looked at because the level of which these cattle are destroying the farms of people is alarming. Bala says, let there be peace in Rivers State, watching from Kakrama. Thank God says, some politicians, military personnel acting as informant to Boko Haram is an allegation until you mention their names. Even when you mention their names, it's an allegation until they are caught in the act. It's just what the law makes it. So you have to be able to, even if you see the person, you have to now prove that you saw the person in court. You need to understand how. That's why I said Nigerians have not taken their time to understand how their system works. Even if you saw the person doing this thing, you now have to go to court and prove that you saw the person and prove that this was what you saw the person doing. Now, in court, if you are not able to prove what you saw, okay, now, that's what it is. Even if you saw it. Anyways. That's another day. Lorenzo Delight says the meeting held with cattle owners and stakeholders in a chair won't change anything because they heard us. Okay, we took that already. Justice Ori, why is JAM holding selective mock exam? I think JAM is handling their inefficiency very well. Justice Ori from Omudioga. Skillful Piro says most of our politicians and soldiers are involved in this Boko Haram business. That is why they don't want to fight. To end, Gift Inserim, even someone that left his local government in blackout is demanding for an apology. Dr. Chidlo should apologize to the people of his council area before coming to ask for apology. Gift Inserim, we sent that message in. Let's go to Ichie. Lugard, good morning. We'll start with you.
Yes, Andrew, greetings from Ichie to you.
All right, greetings.
Yes, I want to commend Harry Banigo for the empowerment she's initiated in her constituency. And I want to ask, what is my own brother, Chief Olurenyeso, doing, member representing us in the Senate? I've not been hearing from him since he was elected. It's unfortunate that when they go to Abuja, they forget their home. My own brother, Honorable Kelechi Nwogwu, when he was campaigning Andrew, he came to my community Apok, promised us heaven on earth that he will build a town hall if elected. And today, is the House of Reps member. We have not seen him. He has run away, not coming to even fulfill his campaign promises. It's a pity the kind of people we elect in government. Do you know that, Andrew, let me shock you. Without solar lights, as I'm talking to you now, the Tony Okocha-led NDDC rep failed in his responsibility by making sure he provided solar for my own community. Andrew, I don't know the kind of politics we play in River State here, that you put solar in Odufo, and Odufo is very close to Apok. You boycotted Apok, put solar to Umoye. When my people contacted him, he said Lugaman is not loyal. Because of Lugaman, you denied my people solar.
All right, Lugaman, that's a strong claim, because I'll be thinking, why would the the rep of state on the NDDC board because of you? Because then the question would be, okay, how influential is the political stature in that council for you to be a reason why the people would not get solar? That would be.
Andrew, it's not my own popularity that matters. It's this thing that we do on air. You know that some persons take it as if it's maybe we're against them. This we do on air. It's unfortunate that you turn the question because of me deny my people conclusively.
All right, we'd have to hear from him anyways. That's the point I was trying to make.
The office of governor, just the lawyer coming on air to tell the whole governor to apologize to former chairman, also to apologize to assembly. Haba. I want to call Rivers people. Please, anything that will bring us again for this kind of mess, 2027, we should avoid it.
All right, Lugaman, thank you. Let's go to Rumudara now. God's Power is on the line. Good morning, God's Power.
Good morning, Andrew.
Yeah.
Andrew, it will be very bad if I don't correct an impression of the last caller. I begin to wonder.
Hello, God's Power. God's Power. God's Power. The headlines, please.
Andrew.
The headlines, please.
Andrew.
The headlines.
Yes, I've heard you. Let me respond to the statement related to Darlington Orji. If he has forgotten, I want to remind him that the local government chairmen were instrumental. They mobilized for his election of Sim Fuba in the state. I want to remind Darlington Orji that Sergeant Awuse, Anabraba, and one other was mentioned by Sim the moment he was made the candidate of APC or PDP, that they were instrumental for him to be the candidate. So if they say Sim should go and apologize to them, by the statement he made, they are in order, because Sim sees the allocation of the local government chairman before their tenure was elapsed. Sim openly criticized and insulted Sergeant Awuse in the gathering of
insult. What did he say? What was the insult?
Andrew, we are in this state and we should not claim that we did
No, but we're not claiming that nothing. I'm asking you to be more specific. You said that he insulted, so let's hear what did the governor say that was the insult. That's what I'm asking you, God's Power.
Andrew, it was very bad that at the point that I would say was sick, and the governor made that statement. So,
what was the statement, God's Power? You can't just say that the governor insulted. That's a huge claim. So if you can't substantiate it, fine. That's what I'm asking.
Then lastly, Andrew, Chief Dr. Kocha has tried in this state, so nobody should criticize what he's doing. If solar light has not gotten to a community, they should relax. It will get there.
All right. Temple in a chick. Good morning.
Good morning, the very distinguished and how are you doing this morning?
Fantastic. Go on.
Yes, so I think I want to look at the meeting that was held here, looking at the issue of the activities of the headers. In as much as I'm concerned, this issue of rules and regulations and the farmers giving them... See, the very distinguished, we must tell ourselves the truth. I have never seen or any reason that justifies this issue of farmers and headers clash. That some group of persons, invaded your farmland, will uproot your crops, your cassavas, most importantly, feed them up on their cows, and when a farmer tries to, at least call on their attention, we call that farmers and headers clash. I think, looking at the anti-grazing law, this is what I expected the stakeholders to invoke, telling the headers to play according to the rules of engagement. Because this issue of compensation is not coming forth. We should tell ourselves the truth. Even my own brother, even myself, we have all been affected.
Have a dime been paid to us? The answer is no. So it's not better if we prevent it, because nobody is paying any dime, and these guys are blankly and continuously adamant to this cry of a chair people, appealing to them to please, as a matter of urgency, and at the same time calling on the DPOs, if people arrest or people make reports, they should try to arrest, and the refusal to arrest will compel such a farmer to begin to take some kind of actions or take laws into his or her hand. So they should try to respond as quick as possible to avoid all this unnecessary attack and what have you. And at the same time, I want to appeal to Chidi Loy. We cannot continue to forget in a hurry. If there is anybody that should apologize, it should be Chidi Loy. We know his antics. We know the kind of part he played under Chief Rotimi Chidika administration. I think compare what he's doing now, he has not even done anything. But if there's anybody to apologize so far, it's Dr. Chidi Loy.
Mufasa from NTA Road, good morning.
Yeah, hi, Andrew. Good morning. Yeah, I want to appreciate what you are doing. I'm very, very sure and certain that everybody knows that the governor never insulted respected Chief Sergeant, I would say, His Royal Majesty. None of that ever happened in this state. Well, having said that, the federal government is saying that the Supreme Court said there was no governance in Rivers State, and that was what preceded the declaration of a state of emergency. I want to ask, if the Supreme Court also recommended that the governor should be suspended? For me, I think that explanation by the federal government is neither here nor there. They should come up with some other explanation for the error that was committed in Rivers State that led to the suspension of an elected governor. And, of course, the people reacting to the position of Dr. Chidi Loy, I think they are very much in order that the governor should go about apologizing to people who will then apologize to the governor. I think people don't understand that some of these things they do would have far-reaching implications, not just on the person of Governor Sim alone, but on the position of the government of Rivers State. Rivers State currently is more or less a subject of ridicule among the committee of states in this country. The office of the governor must be respected. Doesn't matter who you are.
All right, Mufasa, thank you very much.
The Statue of Liberty. So that.
Unfortunately, we don't have a lot of time. And, well, I don't know about whether the governor insulted or did not insult. The point is, if anybody says he did, you would have to tell us what he said. If you say he did not, you'd also have to say why he did not or when he did not. That's just basically what it is. It's not whether we're trying to... If you say he did, he might have and nobody knew, but you have that information, you'd let us know. Ida from Nkoro, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah. Hello? Unfortunately, we lost the call from Ida, so I don't know what the issue was. Omoefe Denyue says the governor called Chief, I would say, an unstable character, and that's an insult. Let's tell ourselves the truth. Okay, well. DOG OKOCC says Emefiele did the same thing others did, but they are free. There's a song by Two-Face, Natif when they catch Biole. I don't know what that means, but make of it whatever you can. Honorable Patrick Amadi says there was no government in Rivers State before state of emergency. That was very correct. Kennedy Nathan says some politicians, military personnel acting as informants for Boko Haram Zulum. I want to thank him for speaking the truth. Until these informants are brought to book, this insurgency will continue. Patrick Wosu says it's a shame or did not ridicule. Oh, geez. Patrick Wosu, please, can you state where? It's a simple question I've asked. What was the event and what was the insult? Okay, like you now, you switched the words to ridicule. All right. Another message here says, okay, I think we took this one already, so we'll just go over to WhatsApp. Justice Ori says, Chidi Lloyd insulted me in January 2024. Did he apologize to me? I don't know about that. Maybe you get the opportunity to ask him directly and demand for your apology. Maybe remind him of whatever you think he said he did or however he insulted you. I don't understand this Naira appreciating every day. that is not affecting the price of food items in the market. Christian Williams from Igbo Eche. That's because it doesn't stay that way for long. All right, it was about 1,630, and then it goes to 1,620. And then next week 1,615. So it doesn't stay long enough for you to feel the impact. That's why. And then the difference is not really huge. It's just slight changes here and there. So it becomes really difficult to feel the impact. All right. Thank God Ability says, good morning. Without coalition from another political party, it would be very difficult to unseat Tinubu. The Senate and the House of Reps members representing us in the chair have disappointed us. We don't know their plans for the people of the chair. There are ways you can reach them. There are provisions to handle these things. Thank God Ability and those in the chair. So if you have the concerns, reach them. They should have offices in the communities. So you should get across and reach them and share your thoughts. Genuine peace cannot be achieved in Rivers State for now. What is happening now is just an agreement to proceed with governance. Triumphant Agava. Some might want to agree with you to some degree. Possible. Good morning. Ida from Nkoro says, I want to tell the presidency that there was governance in Rivers State and the governor was doing very well. He did 54 projects without borrowing money under a year and 6 months. So there was governance in Rivers State. And Chidilo should be mindful of what he's saying. This is Ida from Nkoro. All right, that's the much you can take. We have a commercial coming up now. After that, it's the business news at 7. Good morning.
Bro, I'm really tired of being in the friend zone.
Why?